Okay.
Back.
And on that note, why doesn't someone tell us a little bit what happened last game?
So many things.
Yeah. So we fought a few Yeti. Which went pretty well. We found a polar bear cub who didn't have parents anymore. And decided after some discussion and going back to our wizard friend in the town of Belliard, the best thing to do for this extremely adorable polar bear club would be to bring it to Marcus Fyland, Callie's husband, and Corinne's brother-in-law. Seeing as Marcus actually has the wherewithal to take care of a baby wild animal. So we did that, and we were mostly all set up to just have a nice, relaxing post-mission day, right? What could possibly go wrong? Well, Corinne ran some errands and headed to the Court of Miracles and found that things were not going all that well. Hior and Alina and Uriel had all gone off to take care of a situation in the City of the Dead a couple days before that, and nothing had been heard from them since, and there were no means of communicating with them via magic. I do not think that you are wrong about that, Hannah. And so we found ourselves on an emergency mission. Seeing as, first of all, Ilya's kind of losing her shit, naturally. Second, because what are we going to do? Leave our Tal'Doris in the City of the Dead with no way to communicate with them? I don't think so. So we did some reaching out to Bones, who turns out was honeymooning in the Feywild, in order to figure out what to do. We stopped by the tower in order to pick up a magical field disruptor advice from Fleming. Pardon me. We got that. Headed off to the gates of the City of the Dead. Oh, I forgot to mention that Hans Michael seems to actually be in charge of things. That's just a sign of how bad things are going. And how few competent people are around. Anyway, Alistair helped us tinker with the settings on the magical field disruptor in order to get in. Say came back. And it's at least looking to me like this could be a third act to get back together again. But that's just me being a Say and Alina shipper talking. We'll see how it goes. And when we closed things out, we were just about to get on into the City of the Dead.
And if I remember correctly, we had established that we just need to come back the other way, that the portal thing will be sealed behind us, but if we knock at the wall where it was, then Alistair will hear it and, in theory, let us back out.
Yeah.
Because I remember Grim was very concerned about that and did some experimenting.
Yes, he did.
And we don't have any idea where anybody is in the City of the Dead, right?
No.
Fabulous.
That'll definitely be a thing that you can maybe think about a little bit.
Am I regretting not advocating for Grim to short rest right before we went in? A little bit, but we'll see.
That's
fine.
They have they already used their relic short rest, apparently.
They did
for sendings.
Sendings, wasn't it? Yeah, cool. One spell slot on our level 11 warlock. That's fine. They've got Eldritch Blast.
They could use a sword, right?
Nah, they
oh no!
They are evil. They are not allowed.
I actually have a question. Can we say that Erebus stopped to collect Sable on their way out of the call? Because that sure wasn't established last session.
Yeah. I mean, you guys were at the... You guys, it would have been just downstairs, right? Like, he was just...
Yeah, they would have gone out the front door, so, okay. So,
you could have definitely stuck your head into the inn part and been like, time to go, buddy.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So Corinne, Erebus has Sable with her.
Mm-hmm.
All dragons are present and accounted for. Okay, great.
Oh, is Bianca there too?
Bianca's there too. Bianca's always there.
Dragon party.
Dragon party.
So many dragons.
But Bianca's not gonna fight. She's currently in Erebus's hood because she usually is, but Sable potentially could, which is why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have your Drake.
Indeed. What is a Drake warden without her Drake? Alright.
A warden.
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay, as you all enter the City of the Dead, we're gonna move the spotlight a little bit.
Ooh.
Cure, do you want to talk, I don't know, maybe about where you've been, what's been going on the last little bit? Like, what happened? We both know what happened. Of course. How has Cure been handling it? What's Cure been doing?
Oh, damn, I'm jumping right in, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, then. Okay, how's Cure handling? I suppose that depends if she's regained consciousness or not.
I would say you regained consciousness about an hour. Maybe, well, you know what? It's Cure. Let's give it 30 minutes.
That sounds about right. I'm feeling dazed and confused, which generally comes hand in hand with anger. I already came down here feeling a little frustrated, and recent events have not been reassuring. Upon gaining consciousness, the first thing I would try to do is figure out exactly where I am, and once I'm satisfied with that general result, I would like to find all of the people who are not currently around me.
Okay. Let me just grab my map. Sorry, I'm not more prepared. As we said before, some shit went down.
Yeah, I don't have access to any sending or message spells, so I'm kind of in the dark, so my natural impulse is to roam about with sword drawn and take stock of my situation.
Okay, so party, I'm gonna say you guys came in the north gate. Which makes sense. I believe that's the closest one to where you all are. Because you guys are in the north ward, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm sure would have gone to whatever was the closest entrance.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that checks out.
So you guys
We
went
are
to the
still
north
looking
gate.
at the pretty snow landing map. We were supposed to see the.
Nope.
Okay.
I am looking at a map. This is for ambience.
Delightful.
So, as your party +1 enter the eerily still and quiet cemetery, you notice a couple things. It is night. It was not when you walked in.
Oh, good.
You guys walked in at about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Is this a magical darkness then?
It appears to be night.
Oh, okay.
You have no more information than that, though.
Cool. Does dark vision work the way it's supposed to? I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Can you remind me? There was like the dome over the city of the dead? Was that opaque so we couldn't see anything through it?
It. So you couldn't really you couldn't see the dome. It looked normal from the outside until you touched it.
Oh, that's
and
right.
it
You just stopped.
shimmered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had no reason to think it was dark or anything
Yeah,
inside.
you had no reason to think that. It looks like whatever's reflecting on the outside maybe doesn't match what's inside.
That's fun. And eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Does it still look like the City of the Dead? Like, is it familiar?
Yeah, it looks like you would expect going through the north gate. It's quiet, it's snowing a little bit. The mist, there's a kind of, it's foggy, and it's hard to see beyond what you would assume is the barriers of the dome.
I feel like I should be the one asking, on a dedicated scan of the area, do we see or hear anything? I'm assuming that I don't, but does anyone else?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Well, I might.
Do.
13.
Q, are you being stealthy?
I am the
Yes,
stealthiest of
paladin.
paladins.
Alright, roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Damn!
Oh, that's pretty
Ooh.
good.
It would be,
paladin.
but I'm pretty sure I'm wearing heavy armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk. Not the stealthiest paladin today.
Let me just pull Say's dice and roll a stealth check for her for shits and giggles. Yeah. It's stupid. Oh, perception. Never mind. I'm supposed to be rolling perception. It's a nat 1. She's a little distracted at the moment.
That's
Oh,
fair.
kiddo.
You don't say.
Oh, kiddo. It was like when
that occurs.
when the party does come in and sees the darkness, Corinne's immediate reaction is kind of like, is this more of that stupid time nonsense that we had at the... Did Ketia get here? Was Ketia here before us? Did he do this?
I don't think that the time thing itself was Ketsia's fault. First of all, second of all, something else is going on here for sure.
I'm wondering if this is another plane, but I know that doesn't help us with what we need to do now.
Which other plane would it be? Probably the Shadowfell. That seems unlikely.
It's
Maybe. Grim does not look as upset by this prospect as they probably should.
It seems unlikely, but not impossible. And Eliana casts her gaze around, looking for things that are out of the ordinary. Which may be when she does her perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corinne and Grim, you hear someone moving around. Sounds heavy and metallic.
Just... Hi! Shit, someone coming. And dives behind a gravestone. and
Try to duck
hides.
behind the monument.
Okay. I guess Erebus will also hide.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna try to do the same if everybody else is doing it.
Sure, stealth checks all around.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh, bosun.
I'm saving my good rolls
Oh.
for later.
Oh, oh boy.
Kior, you head towards the north gate knowing that maybe your compatriots were heading out, or at the very least they were possibly going to get maybe you can get reinforcements there, something. What's your passive perception? Or you can make a perception check if you like. You are actively looking for comrades.
I'm going to stipulate that Grim and Bosun's roles mean that Bosun is hiding while singing sea shanties, and Grim is trying to shush them.
That feels about right, actually.
Okay. That's a 14.
Ooh.
You hear... Oh my god, let's look at these stealth checks.
Yes, please describe this.
It's a 5, 16, 8, 9. So you see a familiar, strange bird thing. And you hear the voice of Grim aggressively trying to go, shh, shh, shh.
So the first instinct is I hear something that I don't initially recognize, and I immediately swing towards it, sword raised. Show yourself if you dare! I have no... Oh, it's you.
Can Bosun make a scare attack?
Yeah, sure.
I need a wisdom save. The DC's only 10. Bosun puffs up and wiggles all his tentacles at you. You startled him.
Do I have advantage since I know it's coming?
I mean, I'm gonna say yes.
Also, you've seen Bosun before, so...
Yeah, you're not disfamiliar with the weird bird.
Yeah, I feel
You're
like
fine.
I feel like if Bosun is somehow nearby, then I should expect some sort of shenanigan.
Not a bad instinct.
Ah. Hello, Bosun.
He taps on your shoulder and sings a sea shanty. Grim peeks out from behind the monument.
Hello, Grim.
You're alive. That's probably good.
I don't suppose you have some others with you as well?
I did, but like looking around. Well, there's
Did you
Eliana.
lose them as well? Oh.
No, there's Elenia.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Corinne, but that's normal.
It's Kior. It's good to see you.
It is very good to see you as well. It's good to see anyone down here.
Probably not anyone.
Yes. Where are the others? Where are they?
Right, that is the problem. That is making me glad to find anyone. Even if I was an enemy, at least I was someone I could stab and interrogate, so, grateful for anyone.
Right. So you got here 2 nights ago. At least that's
2 nights ago?
yeah, 2 nights ago for us. Though it seems as though quite some time has gone by since we entered through here. Okay, what happened? Can you tell me what happened? As much as you can.
I'll finally sheath my sword and kind of massage one of my temples. Does it feel like 2 nights have passed?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I'm assuming everyone's coming out of stealth.
Yeah.
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 Just waiting to enter the conversation. So this is someone we know.
That's
Oh, yes. Kjor, this is Aravis. Aravis, Kjor. Kjor is Alina's mother, mama. I don't remember who's who, but one of them.
Oh, yes. Hello, nice to meet you. Your daughter is a great friend.
Oh, hello?
I don't think I've seen you since I got adopted into the family, so hello.
Ah, yes. She
I
looks,
need a
I'll look-
monologue from Say.
Both of your daughters.
Hearing that
Great
Alina's a great
friends.
friend.
Yeah.
That's right, Say's here too, isn't she?
She's she is sticking towards the back of the group.
That nat one, though.
Yeah. Well, no, that was perception. But her stealth was a 3, so she rolled a total of 12. So yeah,
Kiddo.
she's trying to stick towards the back of the group, but you know what Say's like adventuring outfit is, and it's not It's dramatic. She goes to Hugo Boss School of fucking Design, so... Yes. So you guys want a monologue from Say?
Yes, please.
This is great. Absolutely great. Great. Where the fuck is Alina? It's cold. Where the hell is she? This is the worst. This is the worst. Where is she? Just that. Just repeat it.
That's fair. Thank you. So it has been not 2 nights for you, I take it?
I nod my head briefly to Eliana and glance at Say. My eyes kind of narrowing slightly. Just slight narrow before I look over at Grim. No, I woke up about a half hour ago, and prior to that, it's all a bit hazy, but I was certain that I haven't been down here that long. I hate magic.
Right, the last I saw was a letter from Uriel that something had awoken in the City of the Dead. Did you see it?
I remember we came down, we made our way to the center, and there was something. I start rubbing my head again. There was a fight, and then a flash, and I lost consciousness.
The center, is that a particular landmark, or just when you were moving through here?
It's the rough center of the city. And not there are landmarks, but it's not particularly more special than anywhere else, I suppose.
And you say there was a fight. Was there... with whom? Or do you not remember?
That is part of what's hazy. I seem to remember there were many of them. We were doing quite well. But then something happened. I woke up alone. I haven't found any of the others yet.
Who all is here? We know Yuri and Alina were with you. Is anyone else here?
Yes, it was Uriel, Alina, and Ramiel.
Erebus just kind of goes extremely pale at hearing Ramiel's name.
Wait, hold on just a moment. The same Ramiel who died not 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, whatever it was.
It was 5 days ago.
It's what even is time? Look at it up there.
I'm pointing at her as she says this and nodding my head.
Okay, let's table the metaphysical time weirdness discussion for later.
Is no longer dead and is recently dead.
Thank you.
That Ramiel is in here.
I would like to point out that, in case you haven't noticed, many of those associated with the Tal'Doris have an astonishing lack of self-preservation.
Of course. Okay.
Noticed.
This is fine. Everything is fine. Let's go find our friends. That seems important.
Firm nod.
Snow is still on the ground?
Yes.
Heather?
Yep.
All right. So Corinne will turn to Erebus. Is there anything you can tell? Are there any footprints that you can see that look, I don't know, especially Tal'Doris?
Look for heavy, aggressive treads.
Got it. Yeah, can I do a survival check to see?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll
Okay.
a survival check.
That's a 13.
Unfortunately, with the snow globe type nature of this place,
Mhm.
most of the snow has been obscured by most any footprints have been obscured by snow.
Okay. No, unfortunately I can't see anything. It's been snowing long enough that anything we would have found has been covered up. I'm sorry.
Perhaps are the places you might rendezvous in case of an emergency.
To be quite honest, we did not expect an emergency on the level of the emergency we found.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, so then I look at the others. You know this place way better than me. Last time I was here, I got walked directly to the tomb, and then we came directly back out, so I'm gonna trust y'all in here, but if you need, help on certain skill checks, just, let me know.
Well, more experience is a bit relative. We've been here exactly one other time. Usually, it's not a particularly well-traversed part of Waterdeep, given the fact that there are, undead roaming around. That's not really something safe for most people.
I'm shocked that something named the City of the Dead would be considered unsafe.
At least they put it right there on the name,
It's true. It's
Anyone
true.
who would like can roll me an insight check. Based on your knowledge, you can choose who you would like to roll an insight check on to try and find.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I had a different strategy that I was going to try, but let's see how this plays out. Because it's likely to be more successful than mine.
I think it would be very fun to try and find Ramiel, because he was flirting with Corinne early on, and she's got a sense of those patterns and has talked to Aramis. This feels like it would be extremely fun for me.
It's fine.
I'm gonna turn that 25 on Uriel.
Okay.
Insight check. Good grief. I don't know if Erebus feels like she knows any of these people well enough, but we'll find out. Oh, that's a dirty 20. Okay. I guess I'll go for, Alina. I think Erebus thinks she knows Alina the best of the three.
Okay. So, a few monuments stick out to you all. There's the House of the Homeless, which is basically south west of in the City of the Dead, towards the middle. It's a huge mausoleum. It's got low steps leading up to high gates, and an endless labyrinth of underground caverns. Corinne, for a drow
Yes.
with dark vision and is comfortable moving in the dark, it seems like a very defensible place to hide.
Noted.
Okay? Eliana, you think about the Merchant's Rest, where several high-ranking members of society who are not nobility have tombs. It's not implausible that the Taldores have a mausoleum within the Merchant's Rest. And someone might think, well, let's just go, reunite where our fucking name is. Erebus, you were going for Alina or?
Alina.
Alina. let's see here. You think about the Warrior's monument because it is also large and flashy and defensible and covered in ice. It's also very visible. And that's what comes to your mind.
Okay. So then which of those 3 places is closest to here, I suppose?
Here's a thought. I could try scouting from the air to see if there are any signs of something.
If I may
okay.
offer a suggestion,
Yep.
try doing something low stakes first, just in case something weird has happened in this vicinity and your stuff doesn't work.
Oh!
So, like, lower level magic?
Yes.
In case something... Right. I had...
Something you can do forever. Ad nauseum, at will, whatever it is, without burning, spending a thing.
The cantrip.
Yes. And I'm going to... I'm just going to cast Mage Hand and see if anything materializes with it. Because I'm not an arcane trickster, once I cast it, it will be visible, very faintly.
Okay. Yeah, it's visible.
Move it around a little bit, let the casting go. All right, that works.
So its magic couldn't get in or out, but it does work in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
Ghetto map for reference coming to a Discord server near you.
Okay.
So I didn't think that part through. I was so like, ooh, this is pretty, and this is pretty. I didn't think this is logical.
And we came into the north gate, so they're sort of all
Yeah.
In this
equidistant.
Yep.
But we have a ways to go to get there. That's fun. Grim will look at Eliana. Do you want to start at one end, then I'll send Bosun to the other?
Yeah.
Work towards the middle?
Yeah, that works. I'm probably not going to... I'm probably just going to see what is visible from the air, and then come back. I don't want to get mixed up in anything without all of you.
Smart plan.
Please let us know if you get attacked on the way.
I'll do my best.
Okay, cool. So we're splitting the party?
Did you say it like that? It sounds bad.
Put it that way.
So yes, I think the answer is yes.
Okay.
If anybody else wants to fly, I'll have Eliana extend the offer.
Oh gosh. Today on Bad Ideaville, Erebus is going to turn to Sable and say, "Hey, go with her."
Oh, okay.
Sable fly?
Question: is Sable in his full form?
Oh,
Is he just a young Tabaxi kid right now?
Oh, speaking of things Kiora hasn't seen yet.
let's say he's currently Tabaxi, so he's gonna need to shapeshift.
Cool. Yeah, Kiora, there's been a quiet Tabaxi kid just hanging out this entire time.
Another stray, I'm
Yeah.
accustomed to seeing them around.
Yeah, probably didn't think
That was
much
not
of
meant
it.
to be a pun, but
When you tell him to shift,
Mm-hmm.
a fairly decent-sized black dragon appears. Probably the same size as Edgar.
Why is there a dragon here?
He's a spirit. He's a draconic spirit. He's fine. He's fine.
And he gives you
There's several,
this,
really.
He gives you this face.
He's ours.
It's
Ava brought him to Erebus.
It's a big derpy smile there, Cure.
Oh dear lord, isn't that good?
Sure. It's fine. He's good. He's learning, but he's not dangerous. It's fine.
What's
Learning.
making him draconic?
Learning words mostly.
Oh, he knows lots of words.
He sure does.
Sable, you tell Kiora a word.
No. Anyway,
Say hello. Sable,
Right,
say
I'm ready to
hello.
go.
He's looking at you all confused. There's so many things
Fine,
happening.
say hello to Cure, please.
Oh, let me just roll something really quick.
Yes, good.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you learned a new one. Sup, bitches?
Oh no, when did you learn that?
He looks so
Oh,
excited.
Who would say look at, or excuse me, who would, I suppose Kira's looking at say, because that was the name that slipped out of my mouth first.
Just shaking. No, that. No, not me.
He's absolutely spent too much time around Alina. And by too much time, I mean any amount of time whatsoever.
Oh, that's right. She was in the tavern.
She was drunk.
But
and
not-
leaving
I was
the bar.
afraid it was Kalendra.
But not when Sable was there. Sable hasn't met Alina yet. But
That you
Sable
know
has
of.
been. I'm
Hanging
exhausted.
around Alina. Yes, that sounds about right.
Okay, anyway, let's focus on our task, and Erebus is trying to be...
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool.
I can start. So if three of us flying out, so I can start with the houses of the homeless and then work toward Merchant's Rest.
Very good.
Okay.
Bosun. And Grim's just gonna hold out their hand and wait until Bosun deposits the tiny little bell in it. And they will show it to Bosun and then put it in their pocket for safekeeping to not jingle as he flies invisibly through the city of the dead. And then we'll ask Bosun to turn invisible, and we'll direct him to. Oh dear. Bosun, can we see these monuments from here, or did they just know what was there?
They're kind of hard to see from where you are. They're kind of on the other side of,
Okay.
a little bit far.
Okay. Bosun will describe their direction and the Warriors' Monument to the best of they've walked to the City of Dead before. If they know where Erebus is, I'm assuming that they would be able to give a pretty good description of it. Please fly in that direction, and then work your way. See what you see. If you see nothing, continue to work your way central towards the Merchant's Rest, and then the House of the Homeless to meet up with Elenia. If you see anyone that we know, please make yourself known to them and attempt to lead them here. Lead them back to us. If you see anyone that we do not know, please make a note and continue on your way.
Okay.
And I will take your report when you return.
So if he sees anyone he knows, he's supposed to lead them back to you.
He's supposed to attempt to, yes.
Okay. Great. Good to know. Thank you.
I am hoping that this would get Alina led to us and random zombies not, but we'll see.
All right, I've got 10 minutes. It's a character. I've got 10 minutes per casting of fly, so gonna try to complete this within 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell Sable just to let me know what he sees. He has not met any of the people that we are looking for, because I adopted him and then we immediately left town. So I'm just gonna say, just do a circle. Keep an eye out for Eliana. Let me know what you see.
Okay. What's Sable's fly speed?
It is. It is equal to his walking speed, which I'm going to look up right now.
Eliana, what's your fly speed as well?
60 feet.
Okay.
40 feet for Sable.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
up
all,
and out.
you up, and Bosun is 40. Great. So, and you guys are just kind of doing a circle of the northern half of the...
That's what Sable's doing.
Sable's doing a circle of the northern half of the cemetery. Eliana's
Yeah.
doing a circle of the northern half of the cemetery, including the monuments.
Yeah, she's going in a counterclockwise direction, so starting to circle above houses of the homeless and then going from there.
Okay. And Bosun is doing a circle of the whole city of the dead?
Of the monument area. So Bosun is so of sort of the top half, including the monuments. He's going clockwise, starting with the Warrior's Rest.
Okay. Perception checks for everyone.
Oh boy. Okay.
4.
Oh, buddy.
19!
Doing his best.
Let's see.
Wow, Bosun. Can I use
Oh
a luck
no.
Can I use a luck point on my familiar or not?
Yeah,
since
I'll
he's
allow
not?
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sable's perception is not spectacular. I think that's a total of 6.
I'm gonna try one more luck point and then I'll save the last one for myself. Nope. 8. It's an 8. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure I won't need those later.
Say's gonna roll evasion. I'm just kidding. Alright, so you guys are flying and trying to get a view of the area. With mixed results. Cure, you're moving closer to Say?
Yep.
Okay.
If Grim clocks this, they will try to put themselves in between.
I mean, Kior's not really. She's not really stealthy about what she was. It's more, what she's doing. It's more like, oh, there's Say. I need to have a word.
Yeah, they'll drop back and just continue to try to be in the way. Grim remains firmly Team Say, apparently.
Say's gonna roll an insight check.
We love that for them.
Cure persuasion, I suppose? Some sort of charisma-based check?
Ooh.
Making your intent known, I suppose? She's fucking distracted, and this dice hates her. Wow.
Base 14.
Okay, so
Her attention has been shifted to Grim and quickly becomes irritated after a moment of sidestepping.
Say is currently walking up a mausoleum to see if she can get an eagle-eyed view and is completely oblivious to any of this happening.
Incredible.
Erebus,
Pretending
what are
they-
you doing?
What do you mean I'm walking?
Walk to that side, and I will walk to this side, and we will pass on unencumbered.
I'm quite comfortable where I am, thank you.
Good, then you can stay there, and I'll simply walk around this way, and...
Erebus,
Yes.
have you adventured with Say before? I don't think you have.
Yes, we
Oh, you
no,
did.
we killed the green dragon
Oh,
together,
okay,
yeah.
so yeah, you've seen her walk up a building before. Okay,
100%. Oh yeah.
perfect. That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
And if Say is above eye level at this point, Grim will cease trying to be in the way because they're going to assume Kira can't get up that high.
When Kior went to step around Grim, did Grim step in front of her again?
Not if Say is up high.
No, Say's like one story up.
All right, I will walk toward the mausoleum, pop Radiant Soul, and fly up to her.
Grim swears.
Yep.
That's fun.
You see that she has a long. You've seen her weapons before. They're very strange looking. You see she has a long one out. Like, it's probably the length of an arm and a half for her. And she is actively using the scope on it to try and track the current flyers that are in the air.
Welcome back.
Not what I was hoping to come back to.
No, I don't suppose it was. Are you all right?
No.
It's honestly good enough for me. Alina has been positively frustrating to deal with lately.
I have been told I've not been a peach either.
So you intend to speak with her once we rescue her from this mess we find ourselves in, yes?
I always intended to speak with her, I just needed a little bit of time to get my thoughts in order.
Are they in order?
You see her kind of lower her weapon a little bit and just look at you and shrug.
Then I think it's time to stop stalling.
I have had 2 failed engagements. I am terrified at the thought of a 3rd one.
Then tell her that.
Point of order, one of those failures was because the guy was beheaded or something? I don't know that counts.
Are you
We are having a family conversation.
Yes, and I was the one who disemboweled him, so you might imagine why I'm a little hesitant to get engaged again.
Let's walk to this side of the mausoleum, please.
We'll still be able to hear you.
I am pretending that is not possible.
Hey, let's give them some semblance of privacy. Because we have heard enough to know that it's fine, right, Say?
I believe there was a strange flash and then disappearances. Privacy seems like a bad idea.
I'll take
Okay.
That's why I'm pretending to have privacy on this side of the roof. We're not going far.
It's just the illusion of it.
Right. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, right.
The disemboweling.
Which was entirely justified from my understanding.
Might as well.
Friends! Again, we are not participating in this conversation.
Needless to say, I am not invested in what has happened in the past, only what is happening now and in the future. I understand there might be some reservations, but you are both adults. You should conduct yourselves as such.
Are you insinuating that one is not an adult until one is married?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Bryn! I swear to God!
No, that's not what I'm implying. I'm saying that there's better ways to solve things, like, talking it out.
I mean, yes, I agree with that, but also we're not participating in this conversation.
Well, you should say the thing that you actually mean rather than walking around it.
I've been around the Tal'Doris long enough to know that the direct method is not always the best way to get through with them.
Are you counting Say as a Taldori already? Then what's the point of getting engaged?
Erebeth kind of throws up her hands at this point and is just like, okay, whatever.
Honestly, I probably would have been less spooked if we had just gotten married instead of engaged. Anyway, she just kind of lifts her rifle to try and track the others.
These are very good points that I hope you will take time to speak with her about. And if she attempts to find something else to do, I will be sure to lock the door so she cannot walk away.
I don't think that's generally a good idea.
It did work for you, though.
I beg your pardon?
With you and Eliana, I fled the room, leaving the two of you together. I didn't lock it.
No,
Good, they're
that makes a
distracted. We
great
can
deal of
continue the
difference.
conversation.
Why are we talking about this right now?
I found the best time to have very touching conversations is while waiting for people to come back from scouting missions. That way I miss them.
Are you talking about missing them emotionally or with your firearm?
Please don't shoot my puffin.
No, I miss
Or
them
my
because
dragon.
I'm usually the scout.
Or Eliana, although I assumed you know that without needing to be reminded.
Yes, I will
Stop.
have a conversation with Alina once we find Alina. Once we find Alina.
Yes.
Once we find... Good. How the hell am I going to get off this thing?
Don't you have wings? I forgot about that.
They don't last that long.
That seems a you problem.
I suppose you live there now then?
Just climb down, I'll give
I
you a
remember where I
hand.
spend my time with the Talons.
Maybe Eliana will help you when she returns.
Eliana, so you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone did.
You detect that there is in fact some fortification, that's the word I'm looking for, around the house of the forgetting my words now.
Homeless.
Homeless. I didn't know if it was House of the Homeless or not. Yes, around the House of the Homeless, you detect that there are some, there's an extra chain around the gate that isn't usually there. Similarly, the Warrior's Monument, which is a tomb with a huge fountain in front of it. It looks like there's ice around the fountain, like almost up to the doors. Seems like that could be tricky.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one, the Merchant's Keep, was there anything there?
The lights have been distinguished.
Distinguished?
Sorry, I'm failing with words. I'm having that thing where
They're
aphasia.
hard.
Aphasia.
Extinguished?
Extinguished. That one.
Okay. Yeah.
The lights have been extinguished around it, kind of throwing it into darkness.
Alright, no people wandering about, no monsters wandering about,
Not that you see.
Yes. yeah. And... do I have a sense of... I know what I might get a sense of as a player about whether these seem like they might have been caused by our pals versus whether
You can roll an insight if you'd like.
I would love to do that. That's what I'm trying to get at, so thank you. Okay, dirty 20.
20. It's hard to tell. The most obvious one is the House of the Homeless, which seems to have been barricaded from the inside.
Right.
As far as the other two, it's unclear what may have caused it.
Okay. All right.
Um, Shortly after Eliana returns, Bosun and Sable will also return.
I take it Bosun didn't see anything with his perception of 8.
No
Was
friends.
nothing else to report.
He saw Snowflake.
And Sable sure didn't see anything with his perception of 6.
He caught a snowflake.
Well done.
Oh, buddy.
You may have your bell back, but please do not ring it until we depart. Until it's morning. When you see the sun, you may ring it again. And I return his bell.
Okay.
Corinne stares at Grim, just like, are you sure you want to do that?
I am not, but I do need to maintain his motivation. You may ask him not to ring it if you so choose. He will be much likelier to not do so.
Immediately turns to Bosun. Do not ring that bell until we have left the city of the dead. There will be no more pillows for you, otherwise.
All of his tentacles go flat. He takes the bell firmly in his bill so that it won't make any noise, so that there's nothing for it to sort of ring against.
Mm-hmm.
And bobs his head and looks
Very good.
looks sad.
Oh, buddy.
Somebody has built a barricade to try to keep. Sorry. Well, somebody has built a barricade to try to keep people out of the House of the Homeless. There are different things going on. The Merchant's Keep, somebody's turned out all of the lights.
I forget those days.
Hey, Marina, sorry, we're getting some background noise on your mic.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So the lights are all off at the Merchant's Keep. The Warriors Monument, there is ice there that I don't think I was expecting to be there. But of the 3, I would say probably House of the Homeless, because if something... Unless it's barricaded in order to keep something inside.
Was it barricaded from the inside or the outside?
It was from the inside, right, Heather?
Yes.
From the inside.
Right. It seems less likely that they're trying to keep someone in and more they're trying to keep other things out.
Yeah. Which could point to our Dolores.
It would make sense. It's an elaborate system of caverns under there. Romeo could stay under there for days and see perfectly fine.
All right. So we start there, and if we find one of ours, then we hope that they know something more about where the others might be.
I will pitch another idea. Just not an idea necessarily, just something to think about. Do we want to bring someone around with us to the other 2 monuments who has been suffering from resurrection sickness? Because that takes a few days to recover from.
Mish. So Cure, you would know that Romual's resurrection sickness has passed. He was released for full duty before he was allowed to come with you.
Just rolling an athletics check as Kior tries to climb her way down. Oh no, he's fine. He was cleared for duty before being sent on this mission.
He had also told me he'd been cleared for full duty as well, so...
If it helps, I'd taken a look at him as well. Okay, found my foothold.
Do you need help?
I'm alright.
Say walks down next to you and just kneels down to offer you a hand.
That is entirely unfair. I am accepting not because I need assistance, but because you are here and I am leveraging your presence.
Insight check.
There's no roll necessary, she's lying completely. It's very hard to climb in full armor.
Right.
All right, then House of the Homeless first it is.
Yes, let's go there.
Say puts like the long. You guys have seen her long gun. She puts it back on her back and pulls out a sawed-off shotgun.
Does that make a very loud sound?
I was just going to ask that.
I know, I was asking for you.
Thank you.
A very loud sound and a lot of fire.
All right.
All right.
Ritual! That's what we found! That's what we interrupted! I remember!
What?
Ritual! We had found a ritual, and... Shit, it's gone again.
Was anyone being sacrificed?
Unclear.
We had
Where?
one of the gates was in the City of the Dead.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Does that send us to the center immediately instead? Or do we proceed as we are? Let's proceed as we are. Maybe Rami will remember something else.
Yes, I think any information we can get is good, and also, I don't know, maybe the more hands the better at this point.
Yeah.
Does seem a bit, and like is looking at Corinne to see if she's about to disagree. It does seem as if it's been 2 days, then whatever was happening has likely happened.
Indeed.
Right, let's go.
And we go.
Okay.
Stealthily, I assume, at least
Yeah.
attempt.
Yeah, let's roll some
I'm gonna
stealth
try.
checks.
Corinne is
I would like to pass without trace at this point.
Thank you.
That would be
You're
good.
welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say Corinne's a full 50 feet in front of the rest of the group.
Oh,
Yeah, well, let's see. Pass without trace. Okay. Down 1. That covers everyone who's currently within 30 feet of Erebus. So +1 to stealth for the group.
Holy shit. Okay, so this dice I'm using Say's. I got a new set of dice for Say, and I was like, I'm gonna break them out tonight. So these dice love a good story.
oh no.
Oh no.
No,
Or,
it's
oh, yay?
good. Say just
Excellent.
fucking disappears into the shadows. She
Rogue's
is
doing
gone.
rogue stuff.
Yep.
She rolled a nat 20.
I love that for her.
You get a feeling she's doing, I don't know. She actually will whisper to one of, I think Grim. I'll make sure our perimeter is secure. And she's going to
Grim
do...
jumps and swears in Elvish under their breath, and then nods. And will use Awakened Mind to communicate that. Well, they can't see everyone. To communicate that to everyone they could see. Who was no one actually with Pass Without Trace. they just nod.
Pass without trace says you're welcome.
It's very good.
Okay. So you guys feel pretty secure. There's a little bit of compensating for Grim.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, it's 13, not 20.
Yeah. Don't worry, I saw the big numbers before I saw what
Yeah.
you typed. God damn it, Kior. 24 for Kior.
Passed without trace. Stealthy as paladin.
Okay.
She's
As
crushing it.
you all head to the House of the Homeless.
Ooh.
Oh, this is so spooky.
Ooh.
All of these have art.
I love that. Does it remain eerily quiet on the way?
It does. Especially with everyone stealthing.
Yeah.
Your gunslinger just fucking appears to be gone.
Yeah, checks out. Can we take a... So, what kind of barricading looks like it's at the door?
So it looks like the gate, so it looks like someone took a set of manacles and very quickly just wrapped them around the front of the door. They don't... You can roll an insight check on them if you'd like.
Sure. That's a dirty 20.
They're not locked. They're not... Nothing is done with them other than a quick wrap.
This is an act of desperation.
It looks... You can roll an insight check if you'd like. Yeah, 20? You already rolled one.
Yeah.
Something seems off. Desperation seems likely. Something is not quite right about this.
Can I get out my notebook at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to get out the notebook and scrawl a quick, hey, I don't think any of my messages reached you because we were out of the city of the dead, but we're here now. Are you safe?
In the meantime, while Erebus does this, I'm going to see her doing that. And
Sorry, Marina, we're getting a lot of background noise.
I'm sorry.
while Eliana sees Erebus do that, gets the idea to do the same to get out her book.
Okay.
And so what she writes is, "We're in the city of the dead. We're looking for you." And I think that's all she jots off.
Okay. Neither of you get a response. Cure, you notice both of them are writing notes in notebooks with what looks like a magical pens.
That's pretty smart. Magical communication?
Yes, I doubt that either Uriel or Ramiel took theirs with them, but if they did, it's something.
Hmm.
Oh, of course, maybe they didn't bring them. Okay. She shoves her notebook back into her pack.
What is it?
It's just... Something's off. It's just not right. I would like to look around to see if there's signs of any sort of trap that's been set. Like maybe this was a decoy sort of thing, like wrapped around really quickly to see, to bait someone into coming in.
Sure. You also notice that these are silver manacles.
Hmm.
For what it's worth.
What do I know about silver and the relevance of that?
They're probably Ramiel's.
Okay.
Salune is noted, silver is associated with Salune.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Shapeshifter.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking, my Liz's brain went to like, I don't think there's any werewolves in the city of the dead.
That's where I went first too. But that's at Salune.
Silver is called the Tears of Salune.
Okay.
Oh.
That's very nice.
There's a very fancy style of necklace called a Tears of Salune, which look like silver. It's basically silver pendants that look like teardrops.
Ooh.
At this point, Erebus is going to turn to Grim. Grim, how many sendings do you have?
Not enough.
Okay.
And looks back at Corinne, who I assume looks like she's thinking hard based on that frustrated sigh.
Yeah. She's going to. Okay. Well, but stand back, just in case. And she's going to attempt to very, very using her thieves tools very carefully remove without actually touching the manacles.
Would you like to
attempting
check for
remove-
traps?
Yes, I would.
Okay. You can roll, investigation, I suppose, with...
Okay. 15.
15. It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. Still will use the tools to carefully remove and untwist the manacles from the door.
Okay. Seems wise.
Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. She takes them and holds them out to Erebus. I won't ask.
What?
And then sets to the door. Is there anything locking the door?
After a brief look at it, no. It looks like the gate itself is... The gate itself is just closed.
Okay. I will attempt to open it then.
Okay. It creaks open, and you are in a dark... Some of the light spills into a dark... It's like a mausoleum, and there's steps going down into the mausoleum. You guys are in an entry hall. It's carved with figures of angels and that sort of thing. Like an angel on one side, a reaper on the other. In the middle of the ground, you see a small pile of objects. You see a set of full plate that is faintly glowing with the light of the moon, as the moon touches it. And you see a moon-touch scimitar.
Oh dear.
Scimitar, is that the same type of blade that Ramiel
Yes.
had? Okay.
The one that glows.
Yeah. Well. So that's Ramiel's armaments.
Why would you get undressed if you were being chased by a thing?
Maybe
Maybe
did not make
I think.
noise.
Maybe
yourself in the dock.
if it's anything like what happened to him was anything like what happened to you, Kior. Maybe he wasn't being chased, maybe he just woke up, but then what? Then that doesn't help with anything.
Are the steps leading down the only exit from here? Other than the door gate we just opened?
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going down the stairs.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to change the picture because it's pitch fucking black down here.
Delightful! Grim hasn't noticed.
Like
Yeah, Grim doesn't notice.
like no dark vision, pitch black.
Like, no dark vision, pitch black. Like, you can see kind of... You're not falling down the stairs, but you can't really see... Like, you guys are heading down... Once you get to the bottom of the stairs, there's a hallway, and you can't really see beyond the hallway you're in.
Eliana hesitates, puts her hand on the wall. How do you all feel about light?
Well, I certainly can't see.
You can't
She
see.
asked that question, and I cast light on the blade of my sword.
Grim swears again and covers their eyes.
Yeah. So she'll get the drift globe out, and turn it to daylight.
Okay.
And anybody who's watching will be able to see her relax when the light comes on.
What's the radius on the drift globe and on Cura's light spell?
Let me find out.
So a daylight spell, I'm assuming that what the drift globe does is just the casting. 60 feet of bright light. 60 feet of bright light, and then dim light for another 60 feet. And if it it dispels magical darkness in the area.
Mine is 20/20.
Well,
No special effects, just light.
All right, I suppose we are on our way.
Okay.
I never thought I would say this, but would you like me to go ahead? So that I can see anything that is coming towards the light before it gets there.
If you want to.
You all hear a faint skittering sound in one of the hallways to your left in the tomb.
Oh, it's here.
It's a skittering sound until you guys roll a perception check to see if you can kind of. Damn.
We're very focused right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everyone but Grim.
Wait, that's Eliana with
I
the
think it's
12.
everybody but me
Yeah.
this time.
Oh no, trust me. Just
Oh,
trust me.
Oh,
Oh, good.
All right. Actually, everyone but Grim and Eliana, you hear a faint skittering sound. You aren't quite sure if it's an animal or it could be a large rat. It could be any sort of thing down here. Eliana, you don't hear anything. Grim.
Yeah.
It is the desperate scuttling of either a very large animal or a human that is not quite in their right senses. And I feel like with your background at the dock ward, you can almost kind of place something more than the rest
Yeah.
of it. It seems fitting.
Not
at
the
least.
first time they've heard someone trying to frantically escape down a narrow passageway. They've probably done it themselves. And it's still dark. The scuttling is sort of retreating into the darkness, or is still within the darkness.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And they will head into the darkness.
Okay.
Cautiously,
Mm-hmm.
but just trying to put eyes on.
Corinne is going to motion to the rest of the group to stay back, and we'll follow to the edge of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly.
Grim is going to draw the. Oh, they haven't actually used this in a while. Let me pull up the info. The very spooky +1 dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a +1 dagger, but it also reduces the light even further around them.
Nice.
So that probably doesn't actually it's already real dark here. So I don't know if there's any functional difference, but they will draw it while still in the light, so everybody could see the sort of light becoming dimmer around them, and then they disappear into the darkness.
Fair enough. This Grim disappears into the darkness after a mysterious sound.
Fine.
It's quiet. Grim, you head down a hallway. Using blindsight?
No, just
sorry,
my devil sight.
Devil sight.
So I can
Thank
see
you.
normally.
Okay. I'm gonna roll another stealth check.
Also listening for the scuttling. But the goal would be to confirm whether this is Romuel versus a giant spider.
So, quick as a flash, a figure tries to sweep your feet out from underneath you, but he underestimated you, and he assumed that you were going to not be able to see.
I mean, fair assumption in general.
So you just jump and are not swept off your feet as you see Romuel is kind of backed into a corner. He has a dagger in his hand. He looks at you. He looks strange. Something isn't quite right about him. You can roll an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah, like this isn't really Romuel. This is not Romuel functioning correctly. 13. I never paid that much attention to him anyway.
You didn't really like him to begin with.
No.
Hard to tell. Best you can say is feral.
Okay. But he's backed into a corner. It doesn't look like there's anywhere for him to escape other than through me.
Yeah.
Just sort of calling back to the group. He's here. Please move forward. Carefully. Something's not right.
Corinne will turn and to the rest of the group. Move forward. I will keep to the edge and let you know what we find when we're at the edge of the light. And we can figure things out from there.
Okay, Erebus is going to tell Sable to wait where he is.
I can hold back if it's better to keep the light back here.
Well, he'll be very sensitive to light. Bright light especially. So as much as we can keep the light dim, that would be ideal. At least immediately next to him.
I will stay back then.
I'll advance and snuff out the light on my sword and sheath it, relying on my dark vision to guide me.
Okay.
And Corinne will just stay at the edge of the 60 feet, 120. How much, like... This seems absurd. How long is this hallway?
It's pretty long. I'm gonna say it's a 300-foot hallway. Like, it's in...
Oh, jeez.
This is the House of the Homeless is a labyrinth. Like, looks like this is just... There's a lot of homeless that need to be buried. And this place is built to handle it.
Yeah. So Corinne will continue motioning Eliana forward until they're, like, the 120 feet is, like, right at the edge of the corner. And then we'll stop her there.
And she'll stop. And then just say, I'm sorry, I'm scared.
It's all right. Nothing to be afraid. Nothing to be sorry about. And she will duck around the corner to see what's going on.
Okay.
Grimma's not going to further approach Romuel until backup arrives. But if he tries to escape, they would probably do something.
Okay.
I'm not sure what, but something.
So how close are you getting, Corinne?
I'm staying mostly on the edge of the light because I want to be able to still see.
Erebus is going to try to catch up to Grim. This is probably not going to be easy because she's going to go slow and careful and may not be able to see at some point.
Grim will sort of, they're talking. They know that Romuel knows that they're there. They will, since they can see, they will direct anyone in.
Okay.
No, that's the wall. Turn 90 degrees to your left.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay.
Stop. You're 10 feet back of me.
Okay.
And so on.
Got it.
You see as you talk, Romuel is, like, hunkering down in a corner, like, he is wound like a cat and ready to strike. Like, he has his dagger in his hand. Something seems to be holding him back, but he will fight you.
I don't think he knows who we are. I mean, that makes sense. He doesn't really know us very well at all. But even more than usual.
Does he have some kind of curse on him, maybe?
I'm going to move forward carefully, slowly, to see if Ramiel recognizes me.
Okay, let me check a spell description really quick.
Oh, good.
Does he seem able to see in this darkness?
Yeah.
Okay.
As he sees you, Cure, you can, I think the rest of you, at least the ones that can see in the dark, see him just relax a little bit, and he kind of puts his dagger away. He looks at you all. He's a little wide-eyed, and he looks exhausted.
Ramiel, dear, you all right?
He looks like he's struggling to understand what you're saying.
I would like to try and leverage panache here.
Sure.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's a persuasion check against Ramiel's wisdom or insight. I don't know if he's hostile or not. That's kind of fun.
And whether you two share a language at this moment in time.
A great question.
He put his weapon away, so...
Yeah, he did put his weapon away.
That's true. That's cool.
So Corinne will kind of lead in. Ramiel, you know us. You've corresponded with us. You were in the tomb of Strom the Fourth with us.
As Corinne's talking, go ahead. As Corinne's talking, Erebus is repeating everything she said in every language she knows, which is 6 of them, just in case.
And then the persuasion check is a dirty 20.
Okay. He looks a little confused and overwhelmed, but he is going to move to Erebus and pull her in for a hug.
She's just deeply relieved and hugs him back. Hey.
He doesn't say anything.
Okay. You're okay. We came to find you. You're okay. And she just keeps talking like that until he relaxes his grip. I guess she's going to hang on until he wants to let go.
It's a little bit, but he will let go.
Okay.
And kind of look between you and Cure.
Did he seem to be able to understand the language, or did he seem to be
Roll an
responding
insight
to
check.
recognizing?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Yeah, I would
think-
also like to roll insight because this is
roll
not
better than
usual
me.
for how this works.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Corinne, he did not seem to understand the words. He just seems to be starting to recognize people, maybe.
Okay.
Corinne turns back to the hallway to Eliana. Lenya, what do you know about getting rid of magical effects?
I have a scroll of Dispel Magic with me. That could work. Can I Arcana check to see if I know anything more?
Sure.
I'm wondering the same thing. I think I know what this is, but I don't
think I
remember
do
if
too.
Grim does.
Corinne has no idea, but I think I know.
Okay,
Roll plus 1, 12.
19.
Go, Eliana, go.
Let me just double check something. You recognize this type of spell and this type of curse. you know that sometimes dispel magic doesn't always work like it's doesn't always work on that sort of curse. Cure, however, you've seen this before.
One way to put it.
Oh dear.
I don't think that my dispel magic is going to work on this. It seems like it could be a curse.
In a manner of speaking.
What is
it?
it?
What
I don't
happened?
suppose anyone happens to notice a greater restoration spell by chance?
No.
Uriel will.
Alright. I have seen something like this before. It's a spell that specifically targets an individual's mind. Renders them somewhat feeble-minded.
Oh.
But okay. So greater restoration will fix it. And he did recognize us, so that's good.
I don't think we'll be getting any information from him at this point in time, though.
I don't think so either.
Grim is visibly, like, upset isn't quite the word, but this spell is described as particularly horrifying for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has helped us learn one thing.
What's that?
Whatever happened to us down here has the power to do this to an individual.
I was hoping you were going to say something better.
Fun. Fun.
Right. So, what do we think about where we go from here?
I don't think we can, in good conscience, bring
can't-
Ramiel with us.
Yeah, I feel like we can't bring him with us.
But I can't leave him either.
So we walk him back and send him out.
Do you have anyone waiting for you on the... Wait,
If we knock at the guardhouse, they'll open it up for us again.
Alistair's waiting. One of my adventuring party.
He's probably made the disruptor quite a bit better.
At least fancier.
That's not the same thing. Very good.
It really isn't.
All
that's
right.
certainly something, though.
Do we think we can get Ramiel to come with us?
Erebus is sure going to try. She's going to take his hands and lightly tug them upward and then try to stand and see if he'll go with her.
Okay. He will follow you.
Okay. Awesome. So she will keep holding his hand and say, he seems willing enough to come with us. So let's try it.
All right. Let's go.
Corinne crosses her arms and stands aside for the rest of the party to go.
Grim will fall in next to her. Do you think we're wasting time in this? I don't see an alternative.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Hannah?
Ramiel on the other side.
Grim said quietly, actually, by awakened mind, to Corinne, do you think we're wasting time with this? I don't see an alternative.
She just kind of sets her jaw.
They're just gonna wait.
Once the rest of the group is past and out of earshot, she just kind of, without looking at them and like starting to move forward, candidly, yes. we have a cleric in the same graveyard that we can go bring back here without going all the way back to the entrance and all the way back here. But I'm not going to be the one to tell Erebus that she can't do this.
We could offer it. We could ask her to stay here with him. I don't think. She said she wouldn't leave him.
I don't think we can leave her here.
I agree.
I also don't love us wandering around in the City of the Dead with two people supporting someone who is not with all their faculties.
Nods.
Leaves us very exposed to risk.
I would say we could send some of them out and scout the next place, but that has its downsides too.
There's just no fucking good solution.
Oh wait, he probably doesn't understand any languages based on what we've been told. That's too bad. Just looking at my stuff.
And I'm assuming that this is a walk and talk for all of
Yeah. Would have let folks get out of earshot, and then Grim is staying with awakened minds. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leanna's not here for any of this. I think the only bit of stage direction that I'll give is that once we get to an area where her dark vision works again, she's going to put the drift globe into the bag of holding so that it's not continuing to be a beacon for anything and everything.
Yeah, I think Grim just sort of nods agreement and then carries on because they don't see a great alternative at this point either. So off we go, I guess, unless anybody has a better idea.
Sorry,
Nope.
I don't.
Nope, Corinne just will be silently fuming for a little bit, but that is her problem.
As she does sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's our Corinne.
So then once we get out of the House of the Homeless, we've collected the stuff on the way, I suppose. Erebus will turn to the others. I mean, we have options. I still have Pass Without Trace going. I can try to hide with him. If we don't want to go all the way back to the entrance.
Absolutely not. We're not leaving you here with an individual who has other capacity significantly reduced in the middle of an undead city.
We can't leave you.
This is what we're doing. Let's do it. Get it done. And we'll continue moving towards the north gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corinne is keeping a very watchful eye out for any threats approaching.
Yeah.
Grim is keeping the very spooky dagger out, so they are in slightly dimmer light than everyone else at all times.
The drift globe is away now, so it's just whatever natural light there is, if there is. Yeah.
It's just that they like the aesthetic. They don't get to use it that often.
I like that for them.
You notice that Say has taken the high ground and is kind of very quickly maneuvering and keeping an eye on the situation around you as well. She's not near you, but she is up.
Delightful.
Okay. Cool. I guess we're going. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
As we approach the north gate, assuming we get there safely, question mark?
Roll stealth checks.
Cool.
Oh, that's
35.
30.
28.
17 for Bosun. Oh, was Path Without Trace up again?
Mm-hmm. It's still up. It goes for an hour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's a 42 for Corinne. Damn, Corinne.
Yeah, I think she is in the radius this time just because there are some people that are less mobile than they might normally would be without carrying.
Be very eager to see them get this over with.
Yeah.
Grim will ask if there isn't anyone out there that he recognizes who's going out with him. Or do we just let Alistair and whoever else that was handle it?
That was what I was thinking we could do. We could tell them what's happening and what Ramiel needs in order to be healed.
Yeah, if there's a guard at the gate who can send for someone from the Court of Miracles.
Also, his brother is there.
Oh, that's true. Michael was there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
all right then.
Okay.
Forgot about Michael.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot which Michael it was. Grim will
Same.
raise a hand and knock on the dome.
And that giant fucker can handle anything.
When you say it like that, it sounds like something. No, never mind.
Say arches an eyebrow at you.
It's nothing.
We can discuss it on the walk back.
There's a little bit of fumbling noises, a little bit of dropping tools noises before a hole appears in the dome, expanding outward. All done then?
No.
This is just the start.
That's a nifty trick.
The short, red-headed gentleman, Cure, that you know occasionally travels with, say, little squirrely motherfucker, kind of gives you a grin with his uneven teeth. It looks like he's holding some sort of, like he's got a hammer in one hand and the tool itself in another. Ramiel does not look inclined to go through the hole.
Is his brother visible?
No.
Alistair, is Michael there?
Yes, I can get him. You want me to?
Please
I'll
do.
get Michael.
Yes, go.
He skitters off before returning with the large red tiefling gentleman, who kind of looks through. You're looking well, auntie.
Ramiel's in need of a priest from the Court of Miracles. Tell them that he has been targeted by a feeble mind spell.
He just lets out a low whistle, and then will kind of move through the hole. Ramiel looks at him and just kind of will reach out and kind of give him an arm, which Michael takes as an invitation to just whole ass pick him up like he is the daintiest of ladies, and just carries him. Ramiel does not look happy with this. Looks a little bit like he's just like scrambling a little bit, like what the fuck.
It's okay. You're gonna be okay.
All right. Where to next? Thank you. That's to Alistair. And they'll wave and step back from the hole.
Thank you.
I think we get our cleric.
Merchant's Keep, I think that dark that one's dark too, and this only lasts for an hour, and I think that's where we go next.
Yes, agreed. Okay.
And I'm starting to feel like if it's unnaturally dark, then we might find Uriel there.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go.
We go.
Okay.
More stealth checks?
More stealth checks.
Yay.
29.
36.
Stealthiest of paladins.
Wow.
Aren't you rolling at disadvantage?
Second stealthiest of paladins.
Stealthiest of paladins. It changes the tone a little bit.
Stealthiest of puffins.
Jeez,
Oh
oh.
goodness, Bosun.
Wow, Bosun.
He took Corinne's warning very seriously.
He did.
He will not ring that bell.
He has like, he's invisible right now, but when he's visible, like, there's like a knot of tentacles on his back that are all just clutching the bell tightly to make sure it doesn't ring.
Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so as you all head to Merchant's Rest, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Delightful.
Delightful.
Awesome.
See you in 5 minutes.
See you in 5.
They just need, Your energy drink will be here on Tuesday.
Oh.
But not in time for you to go to work.
That's fine. Okay, I think we have everyone back except Mish.
I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, so. Stealthiest Paladin. You guys head back into the City of the Dead.
Yep.
Sure do.
Two.
Sorry, just grabbing a new dice. One that is more Uriel shaped.
I wonder what horrors have befallen him. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Max, knock it out, bud.
What big winner?
Okay, so you all head back into the city. You are getting a feel for the place. Occasionally you see movement at some of the headstones, but they don't seem to be aggressive towards you. Cure, you would find this pretty like a normal quiet night in the City of the Dead if you weren't having to rescue a bunch of paladins. Everything seems normal.
The movements I clock, I just kind of keep going without paying them too much mind if they're what I expect.
Max, knock it out, bud.
And I'm pretty focused and keep on going as long as nothing is looking like it's coming out to attack us.
Okay.
Same.
You all-
Erebus is more focused. She feels bad about the detour.
I haven't noticed that anything's happening other than what's obviously happening.
As you all head towards the Merchant's Rest.
Mm.
The
Oh,
lights
that's
are.
gorgeous too.
I'll share all the artwork after this little arc is done. I know it's a little controversial because it was AI generated, but I'm not a commercial being, so
Yeah, personal use I think is a little different.
Yeah. Agree.
For funsies is less problematic, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, large columns kind of flank these three large doors. There are three symbols on the top. One seems to be for dwarves with a hammer of Moradin. One appears to be more general, or maybe for humans, with like a death head with wings on either side. And the third is a large tree, which looks like it might be the elven section. It is silent, freezing cold, and a little dark. Not a natural darkness, but all of the magical lights that are usually lit, the arcane lights, have been put out.
Are there any footprints or anything that we can identify?
You can roll a survival check if you want.
Sure, that sounds fun. 10.
Just snow.
Yep, checks out. City girl.
May I also
Yeah.
roll a survival check?
Sure.
Okay.
The person who's actually a professional survivalist.
We'll see. 13.
Oh no.
Still thinking about Uriel. Not Uriel, Ramiel.
Yeah,
Oh, it is
One of the
dark.
ills.
Okay.
So
No sign of it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's start looking for doors.
Head up to the door.
Yeah, there's three doors.
One dwarf and one elven, one human.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Does it look like they all go to the same place? As far as we can tell from the outside.
No, they look like they go through different halls.
Corinne goes up to the human one and checks for traps.
Okay, roll.
Eliana's actually going to that, looking at the elven one.
Investigation checks for those who are checking for traps.
21.
21,
22.
22. Eliana, the elven door is not trapped. Corinne, there is a trap on the human door.
Interesting. I think it's this one.
Oh, I went here because Raven Queen, elves.
That does make a lot of sense. This one is trapped, though.
Oh.
Oh.
Kior, you know that Salda bought the place in the mausoleum for the family, so.
does he know how to set traps? Grim says, looking dubious.
How good of a trap is it?
I mean, with a 21, it looks like it's not an expert level trap. This is a tripwire alarm. Like,
He's doing his best with what he has.
Yeah, he can pick locks because everybody can, but yeah.
I would like to go about disarming this tripwire.
okay.
Suppose that it means he's at least thinking, if it's him.
Yes, that's reassuring.
It's a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, you manage it. It's not that complicated. Like, you just find where the tripwire goes and anchor it, cut the line.
Well, the fact that it wasn't tripped means that no one else has come this way, so that's encouraging.
Yes. Into the doorway.
Into the door. We'll attempt to open it.
Okay. It's locked.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I will attempt to unlock.
He's doing his best.
You know, it's these are the correct steps to take. 21.
21. Yeah, you unlock it. It's a little tricky. It looks like someone jammed something in this lock and, like, tried to break it.
Oh, interesting. Kind of chinks it open. This one he did not lock with picks. But brute force is also a strategy.
Yeah.
It was a few round.
Well, that's very true.
Okay.
Opens the door.
I'm gonna head on in.
As you head on in and go to open the door, it's a thump as you try to push the door open. There's something heavy behind the door.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm casting I'm casting message.
Okay.
Uriel, are you close enough to hear us? We're at the door. Works with a radius of 120 feet, so...
Okie dokie. Give me a minute.
Just for fun.
Nah, that door is not moving. Say is going to lean against the pillar and kind of watch you do that. Like, she doesn't want to, like, offer to help, but at the same time, like, she's just...
Yeah.
I will put a hand on the door and use Ghostly Gaze to look through it.
I step forward to try and shove the door open.
Okay. Alright, so there's a couple things happening at once. Let's resolve this ending first.
I will yield if I see Kiori moving in.
In message, I don't think there's a word counter on it.
Thought it was... Oh, sending it.
If that helps at all, it's just the message cantrip.
Okay, can reply in a whisper only in here. Okay. You're here at the door? Shit, the door is trapped. Watch out for it. I'm here as well. I'm afraid I'll be useless for our fight, though.
I didn't understand all of that.
Okay. You're here at the door? Shit. The door is trapped. Watch out for it. I'm here. I'm afraid I'll be useless for a fight, though.
Message back. We dealt with the trap. What happened to you?
Grim! Ghostly Gaze. You gain the ability to see through solid objects.
Yeah, sure do.
Okay. It's a fucking massacre in there.
Oh.
How
many bodies approximately?
Approximately, I'd say solidly 12.
Do any of them look like Uriel?
You do see Uriel, actually. He's kind of posted up against the wall. He's on the ground. Like, he's on the ground. He has... I don't even know if... He's got his arm around his middle. He does look pretty injured and a little exhausted. Looks like he might be picking people off as they try to come in.
Is there anyone else who seems to be alive, or does it look like...
It looks like
I guess
a
the
lot
trap.
of fucking dead people.
Okay, so the trap was after the current massacre.
Yeah, it looks like the trap was after the
presumably.
massacre.
Grim, I think, sees Cure coming in on the peripheral vision and steps back.
Also, you
And I
see
think
what's blocking the door is like a pile of bodies that have been stabbed.
Yeah. I think it's just gonna let this happen. But we'll just sort of step back to get out of the way and let her throw her shoulder against it.
Okay.
We'll look back at Eliana once they're out of Cure's charging radius.
Sure.
I see him.
Cure. Strength check, please. You're gonna roll with advantage because Say is gonna throw her shoulder against that door as well.
Okay, strength or athletics?
I'll give you athletics.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Damn.
The two of you, on the same wavelength, crash into the door at the same time, budging with a sickening crunch the thing that was stacked up behind the door, or blocking the door. You immediately smell blood. Blood and burnt flesh.
Grim will point Eliana towards Uriel. Go.
I do. I guess I'm tiptoeing my way over the bodies as quickly as I can.
What on earth?
Uriel.
He waves to you and kind of pulls himself up on the wall using the little slots with family names on it as to help him up.
Wait, how? Go ahead.
Hello, Auntie. Hello, darling.
Honestly, this is somewhat impressive.
How wounded is he looking?
He's probably got about 4 hit points.
Right.
He looks exhausted. Cure looks like she slept the last 2 days through. He does not.
Right. Okay, we're gonna throw you, we're gonna start with a level 4 healing word.
No, he was actually gonna put his hand up, stopping. No. I'll survive. I assume if you're here, you haven't dealt with whatever the fuck is in here, or out there.
No, we haven't.
Then you should save your spells.
We got Ramiel, we still need to get Alina, and then whatever this is, whatever's happening here, but I can't. I can't leave you like this. I won't leave you like this.
I'm alright.
You tell Dory to say that a lot.
You're not.
Yours nodding firmly.
Can you walk with us, at least while we go to find Alina?
I can walk with you, but I'm out of spell slots and I'm pretty sure I'll only slow you down.
I think we probably do not need him. Yes, what he said.
I have a hammer, and he'll hold up the bloody... This thing is drenched in blood, his bloody hammer. See? I'll be fine.
How long ago did the last... We can lock it better.
Look, it's better. I'll be alright. I don't know. Time is a bit funny when you're just sitting and waiting.
Would you like a bomb?
Grim laughs, just like that sort of like startled. Like it's not they don't actually find it funny. It's just sort of was so unexpected, and the scene is so tense.
Well, fuck,
kind
if
of-
you have a
that-
spare one, I'll take it.
Sure. Here you go.
Sure.
And she will give him her smoke bomb.
He'll take it.
Is that one of the ones that blows up?
It will provide cover. So
Do I
any
give
sort
him
of...
one of the ones that blows up as well?
Well, I can certainly do that.
I know they're very precious to you.
It's fine. And she'll also hand him the Thunderstone mine.
Say is looking at you with a look of open, like, appreciation and also fear, but also, like, nice.
That's a bomb that might involve running away from the point of explosion.
I don't know. It was a magic thing that I found in the tomb of Strom the Fourth. Seemed useful.
I'm going to move over to Uriel's side, and I'm going to kneel beside him, put my hand on his shoulder. Do you remember what we found down here? What's the source of all this?
As Eliana kind of gives him a good bit more of his sense back, his eyes start to focus a little bit better. Like, he looked a little dazed, but he was keeping track of you. His eyes were moving a little slower than they probably should.
For those who aren't tracking, in Roll20, she fired off that healing word anyway.
Oh.
Everybody was distracted.
Nice.
I love that for her.
So he got 20
Yeah.
points of healing.
And
I love
now
that for her.
that, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just complimenting Eliana's sneakiness. That's beautiful.
Yeah, now that Cure's touching him, she's going to dump 10 points of healing hands in there as well.
Right, so when I said don't heal me, alright, I love you both. Anyway.
You have met them.
It's true.
Don't complain. Just answer the question, please.
Right. Question again. A lot of is happening. It's been quite a few days. Or has it? I don't know.
While this is going on, can Corinne take a look at the bodies and see what
Yeah.
what's their deal? Is it undead? Is it humanoid? Like, were they living? What's the what?
Looks like there's at least, let's say there's 12 bodies. At least 3 of them are undead. These are a little further back and towards the center of the tomb, so it's possible that they were there before he got here.
Mm-hmm.
These are smoking or they're at least ashy. Like these were killed with divine fire. Several of the bodies look like they just decayed rapidly, so necrotic energy can be assumed. Hold on, Vaxel done.
So, like the work of a blight spell,
Like the work
hypothetically.
of necrotic spells that you know that he has access to. Sorry, Sam left food on his desk and Vax has decided to try and get it. Okay, so like the blight spell, just general necromantic energy that he has displayed in the past that he knows how to use. Grave cleric gonna grave.
Yep.
Some of these look like a blunt force trauma with a heavy object, and I mean he's holding a bloody goddamn mace. So, for more information about like the humanoids that aren't undead, you roll an investigation.
Okay. 24.
24. Yes. So these all are wearing similar deep, sea blue and greens robes, and have masks on their face that look like they're made of like coral.
Okay. Are there any other distinctive markings on their bodies?
Yeah.
Like tattoos of a potential cult or a symbol
Sure.
of Tiamat or...
Several of them have tattoos of tentacles up their arms.
That seems fine. She kind of looks at the collective. What do you all know about coral masks and blue and green robes and tentacle tattoos?
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
DM, is there an
Same.
appropriate check
Oh, that's a natural one.
for me to make?
Yeah. You can make it at advantage.
Okay.
Erebus also got a 6.
I sure hate
Awesome.
that. My modifier is pretty terrible, but let's find out. Oh, 21 at advantage.
Wow. This feels appropriate.
Yeah.
So, because Uriel didn't quite catch y'all's questions because there were a couple at a time. Auntie, do you not remember? I mean, they banished you first, but
I remember the ritual sites, and I'll look around at the bodies. Right, these ones were there. They were. Wait, they were fighting. We came upon a fight at the ritual site. A battle.
caught in the middle. Or, interrupting in the middle at least. You mentioned you found Romuald?
Yes, he's outside. He's with Michael. They're going to get him a greater restoration.
He couldn't speak when we found him. He couldn't understand words when we found him.
That makes sense. Some of them are pretty mind-fucky. It took me a second to get my senses back too. I ran. All I could see were enemies around me.
Uriel, what were they?
People. Magic people. Clearly cultists.
Does that 21 get me any
Oh,
recollection?
yeah. This sounds like a great old one, Cult. Sure does. The tentacles and fucky mind magic and, yeah. The ocean theme. Yep.
Who were they fighting, please?
The idea of and one of them had even talked to you. It was like, you're supposed to be on our side. The fuck? A long, long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
So you came here, you found these. They were fighting something else?
They were fighting each other.
Hmm.
At least it appeared to be.
And then there was a fight. They banished Kior.
Well, it did something to her. She wasn't in the fight
Yeah.
anymore. But it was pretty early. Romy and I had our minds fucked with. I don't know what happened to Elena.
Was this what had risen that brought you here, or was there something else? Or did you only know that something had happened?
We only knew something had happened.
All right. Where exactly was the ritual?
Map. South, towards the Lord's Respite.
Well, we were heading. Nope, we were heading somewhere else first.
What was what was it called? It had ice. Because we needed to get Elena.
the warrior's rest.
Yes.
That feels appropriate.
Right. I should not go with you. I'm going to be useless in a fight. I can tell you that much. I am spent. I can swing a hammer badly. I feel like I've been awake for days.
Alright, so we'll lock you in.
Fair enough. You've given me enough health that I can defend myself if something goes badly. And some weapons. You'll hold up the bombs.
Corinne, meanwhile, is she's collecting a. Are there any robes that look like they are like not?
Not as bloody?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the more necrotized robes have.
Okay.
They look more like ash, or more like dust than they do like goo and ichor.
Okay.
So
Yeah, she's gonna grab a couple of those and a couple of masks,
okay.
and then bring them to Eliana to also put them in the bag of holding, just in case we need them.
Eliana accepts them, puts them into the bag. And I think as we're packing up, she looks at Uriel for a moment and gives him a hug, armor and blood. Be damned, it's not a long hug, but
He hugs her back tightly. Not tight enough to hurt with all the edges of his armor.
yeah, but it is still a hug. We'll come back for you. Stay safe as you can.
I will wait patiently for your return and not do something stupid.
Alright.
Much rather we didn't do something stupid.
Right, that's what I said. I'm not going to do something stupid. Going to wait
Very
patiently for you all to get back.
Oh, I thought you were urging us to do something stupid.
No, you all preferably don't do anything stupid. Maybe we should just not do anything
Probably
stupid
will.
for a little bit.
With Haldoris, we don't need the help.
We'll do our best to use good judgment, I guess.
Well, off we go.
Great.
Walking towards the exit.
I'm gonna quickly grab one of those bloody robes and toss it over to Uriel. If something comes through the door, pretend to be dead. It'll give you a few moments to gain the upper hand on them.
Always sound advice. And he'll take the robe. He'll sit back down.
If you're going to use the bomb, throw it far away from you.
Towards the bad guy, I assumed.
Preferably.
He's gonna sit back down against the back wall and just kind of keep an eye on the door. He looks a little bit better. He doesn't look wounded anymore. He still looks tired.
I'll head out to the others.
Have you eaten anything in the last 2 days?
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure that I have some various trail provisions, and so I extend some to Uriel and then also some to Kior, because then I realize she probably hasn't eaten anything in the last 2 days either.
I am surprisingly famished. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
And off we go.
Off we go.
Yeah.
Yay! As they're departing, Corinne will lock the door and replace the tripwire.
Okay. Easy enough. You're a rogue. I'm not even gonna make you roll a check. You know how to set a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we proceed towards the Warrior's Monument. Warrior's Monument? So we still gonna go
Warrior's
pick up
Monument.
Alina before we
Warrior's Monument, that's where Alina is, we think.
think. Okay. Fabulous.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
spooky veils on the faces
Ooh,
is how I'm
This
choosing to
seems
interpret
fine.
that.
that's definitely the right level of dramatic for Alina.
Say just looks at it as she approaches, moving carefully because this entire place is just covered in ice and water. It's because it's a tomb and a fountain. Depicts a circle of women and men striking down trolls and orcs and hobgoblins and bugbears. And the wounds on all the combatants usually gush water. They're currently like seeping water because it's frozen. So there's large icicles hanging off of where these wounds are.
That's very metal.
Corinne just kind of like wrinkles her nose a little bit, just tacky.
I always did like this place.
Leanna's looking, but she's not completely looking.
Say moves over to the fountain and kind of examines it. It's not frozen through. It's moving underneath.
Oh, well, step lightly then, I suppose.
Right, is there a door?
There is a door.
May I inspect said door for
You
traps?
sure can.
Investigation. 15.
15. Similarly to how there had been a trap on the door to the Merchant's Rest, there is currently a tripwire running around along the bottom of the door.
I would like to disarm it.
Okay. Sleight of hand, please.
Okay. Sleight of hand or thieves' tools?
Thieves' tools.
Okay. 19.
This one is tricky. This one is surprisingly a little devious in places. Like there's a secondary tripwire that you kind of have to like manage. You manage it, but this one was tricky. This was put together quickly, but by someone who had half a clue as to what they're doing.
Uh-huh. Checks out. Well, I feel fairly confident in saying that Alina has been here.
Good to know.
And then we'll check the door to see if it also is locked or if it has a lock.
Sure. Check the door.
Uh, 24.
24. Yeah, you check the door. You give it a good look over, knowing who is supposed to be contained inside. The door is locked. And the lock is broken. Like, you can unlock it, but it's going to take a little bit more effort because it has been royally fucked up.
Yeah.
Someone put their thieves' tools in it and then smashed on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. It's commitment.
Oh, right. Corinne kind of like rolls her sleeves up, like stretches her arms a little bit. All right. And gets down like on her knees in front of the lock and starts getting to work.
Okay.
And let's 19.
19.
The number of the night.
You just barely managed to unfuck this lock.
As the lock clicks, there's a visible shift in like Corinne's shoulders drop away from her shoulders significantly, and like arms fall to her side. Just like, oh, God, I was genuinely worried there for a minute.
Still wasn't any match for you.
Well, thank you, but it very nearly was. And then we'll open the door, or attempt to do so, assuming that there's no gigantic blockade of dead bodies there.
Fine.
There's not.
Then we open the door.
Okay. You open the door and step inside,
Sure.
and step inside, and a loud screeching noise fills the air.
Oh, fuck!
Say looks around and just blinks for a moment, before saying, "Constance!" And the screeching stops, like, instantly.
It could have been the child.
It's a password.
That makes more sense.
Huh. Well, good thing you're here. That would have been horrifying.
Say looks around. She does not lower her shotgun. Oh, she's looking for something.
I'm going to move forward inside, would say.
Sure.
I am going to let them go ahead of me.
She does not find
Yeah,
it.
same.
She's like searching up, like she's looking for something specific. As you enter, Cure, you hear a low growling noise. Actually, I think all of you would hear this, as a dog that appears to be made out of shadow steps out of the shadows of the tomb. Hackles raised. This thing is huge. For my dog lovers, it's Great Dane sized.
Oh,
Baby.
With
Down, boy, it's just me.
glowing red eyes. The shadow dog does approach you, Cure, and investigate you thoroughly.
I hold out my hand so it can give it a good sniff.
As Galric sits, watching you expectantly.
Give him a
Sorry.
good firm rub between the ears.
He's ghost, so it doesn't really affect him, but he appreciates the sentiment. Galdric is amused by your attempts.
I do it all the time. It's more of a mime to make him know that I'm thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good boy. Where's your mom?
He whimpers a little bit and then heads into the tomb.
Follow after him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Corinne is gonna assume that Say and Cure will be more urgently moving, and so we'll allow for space, and then we'll follow.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, doing the same. Also might be a little bit stunned in processing, if you're looking for it.
Yeah, Erebus will clock it. She'll stay with Eliana. But not, like, say anything at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm hanging back, but still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Conversations on the way there?
How long do we have?
Like a minute or two.
Okay.
Corinne will ask Say, what were you looking for inside?
The bird I made her.
Was that what gave that god's awful shriek?
It's a clockwork bird.
So yes.
It's a nightingale who can do an alarm.
So yes. Okay.
Yes. It also makes nice noises.
I'm sure it does.
She looks like she's kind of stealing herself as you all enter. As Golric leads you to a large room full with sarcophagi, I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Once I open it. The fuck? The fuck? The fuckity fuck. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where initiative went in the last
Oh
update.
no, did they move it?
Oh, roll 20.
Here we are.
That's a weird thing to make hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh, let me drag my tokens onto the pretty thing.
Yeah.
And I think further back, I'll add that Erebus and Eliana are further back. What she'll say is, I thought I'd have more time.
It's okay. It's okay. You did what you could. And now we're doing this.
No, I thought I'd have. I thought I'd have more time before he told me. But I need to not think about it right now.
Erebus suddenly realizes the conversation that she and Eliana had several days ago, and realizes how important that actually was. And she looks at Eliana and takes her hand, squeezes it, and says, There's time after, okay? This is not a bad thing. You have time for so much of this. It'll be okay.
Eliana squeezes Erebus's hand back. Thank you. And you're going to be okay too, and Romuald's going to be okay. He's being taken care of.
Erebus gives a faint smile. Yeah, he is. We did the right thing.
Yes.
Okay, we've got this.
Yes.
Okay, Erebus squeezes her hand again and then lets go, but stays close.
Holy fuckity. Sorry everyone. Everyone's showing up in my initiative order like several times. So we're just gonna clean that up really quick.
Oh dear.
Oh, roll 20. At least you're reliably fucky.
It just doesn't want you to get bored.
And we're all different sizes too.
That's fine. We're gonna try a new thing. And theater of the mind it. I'm gonna give theater of a mind combat a little shot. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Grim, what did you roll?
4.14.
Okay, so that one's... Erebus, what did you roll?
8.18.
Oh boy. Corinne, what did you roll?
16-2.
Eliana, what did you roll?
16-14. Wait, that doesn't...
Okay.
Yep, 16-14 is what came up.
Now everyone should be on the initiative tracker only once.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. And we're golden. The gunslinger almost as if she's hyper alert of what's going on around you. Lifts her head to a noise that y'all don't quite hear. And rolls out of the way. A firebolt blowing up the spot where she had just been. Shit. She grabs her shotgun and loads it, preparing. Bosun is up first.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. So a firebolt came out of the darkness, but we don't immediately see...
Don't immediately see the source.
Okay. Cool. Bosun... It doesn't actually say its invisibility is an action, but I'm going to assume it is. Turns invisible and would like to stealth 40 feet forward and see if he can get eyes on the source of the firebolt.
Sure.
Maybe we'll stealth check. 25.
25. Alright, perception check for Bosun.
I bet that's not going to be a 25. 14.
14. Perception check for the hidden figure. Or, sorry, stealth check. Wow, there's been a whole lot of ones tonight.
Oh, good.
Almost as soon as Bosun spots it, the rest of you spot it. In black adamantine armor, Mask of the Raven Queen pulled down, black eyes staring all out at you, is a Vengeance Paladin. That might be a little touched.
Alright. Oh, so not herself either.
But in a new and interesting way.
Alright. Bosun will communicate that to Grim, who will just say... Can I talk on Bosun's turn? Or should I wait for my own turn?
You can talk on Bosun's turn.
Okay. It's her. That's all. Look alive. That's Bosun's turn.
That's Bosun's turn. Cure, you're up.
With the firebolt detonating, I'm going to immediately charge in after Bosun, going for just... Bosun went stealthy. I did not.
You can't actually see Bosun.
Exactly. I have no idea where he is. He just disappeared.
Delightful.
And I just charged in like a bull in a china shop and quickly find the figure. Oh, no, not this. Anyone know how to disrupt magic? And I'm going to heft my shield. And I need to keep her occupied. Nope, that's not going to be great. Yeah, I don't have anything immediately helpful, so I'm going to launch Aura of Vitality to start pumping out some healing. In case anyone needs it.
That's fun.
That was an action, so... Does anyone need healing right now?
I'm pretty sure all of us are down some hit points because we had a fight earlier that we didn't heal from.
We sure did. We fought a Yeti this morning. 3 Yeti this morning.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm unharmed. So one of
Okay.
you.
The marshals.
Yeah,
are
those who got a Yeti contact.
All right.
Those who might have been paralyzed and unable to do anything.
Oh, just
Oh, I know that
hypothetically.
feeling.
Yeah.
Who looks the most roughed up? Cure's been in a fight. She knows how to gauge that.
Probably Erebus. Corinne's
I'm
got
at 52 out of. I've got 52 out of 69.
Yeah, heal Erebus.
Yeah.
9 hit points to you.
Thank you. 61. We can work with that. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to position myself between Alina and the others and focus on being a bulwark. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. A threat presenting itself immediately.
That's fine.
Her black eyes focus in on you, Cure. For her bonus action, she's going to cast Vow of Enmity.
I'm gonna try and
Oh,
get her
boy.
spell out because why not?
I don't know if it's a spell.
Okay.
I think it's just a paladin
I
ability.
think it's just a paladin, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, channel divinity. So yeah, no counterspell.
Okay, so she's going to cast... she's going to use Vow of Enmity on you, Cure. And then is going to try and smack the shit out of you. Yeah. Actually, no, she's not.
Why is that more concerning?
I know, right?
Y'all haven't really seen Alina fight, I don't think.
No. I mean, we took her somewhere, right? But
He was in the City of the Dead with us.
that's right. But it's been
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, and we had our Avengers play fight.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna cast Thunder Wave. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. 25.
25.
Duck down behind the shield and raise it up between us.
Okay, since you're the only one that charged forward, you're the only one that's hit. So you take half damage for success. So it's gonna be 5 points of bludgeoning. And you aren't pushed, but your cloak kind of flutters with the force of the wave coming at you, as she very clearly is prepared with longsword and shield in a defensive stance, but one you recognize as Galric falls in behind you, whining a little bit like he doesn't want to do this.
Oh, good.
So that's enough to actually disrupt my concentration on my spell. I rolled a 9 on my concentration check.
That'll be fine.
Super fine.
That's annoying.
Corinne is up.
So there's a lot of shadows in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to find one and hide behind it.
Okay.
That's a 23 stealth check.
You feel very stealthy.
Excellent. And then I hate doing this, but attrition is a thing. I am going to fire one of my arrows from my brand spanking new magic short bow
Mm-hmm.
at Alina, which I'm sure will be fine.
Ugh.
Let's see. Oh, but I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit.
12
Are
does
you
not.
hidden?
Yeah.
Oh, you're advantaged because you're hidden.
Oh, cure's right there. Oh, well then 26.
Okay. That definitely hits.
Okay, that is 30 damage. There's a special thing that the bow does. I just don't know if I want to do it. I also don't remember what the thing is. Hold while I check my notes.
Acid splash?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
thank
that's
you.
right. Just a little magic.
Just a little dabble of magic. Now I have to look at acid splash. Hold, please. It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There it is. It will load. Come on, roll 20. I believe in you. There you go. Oh goodness. So here's a question I have for you, Heather.
Yeah.
I am operating on the assumption that the acid splash damage, does that scale with level as well?
Sure.
If it's a magic item?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. Okay. I think it would be fun for me if the first time Corinne shoots this bow, she doesn't really know how it works fully, and the acid damage goes off anyway. So Alina needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I think the DC was 15. But I will double check.
Just a moment to double check her shit. It's been a little bit since
Yes.
I've run Talia.
Well, it doesn't actually have a dexterity throw value, or dexterity saving throw value.
It has to have a dexterity saving throw value. Just because cantrips don't work. Like, if you
Yeah.
avoid them. That's the whole point of the cantrip.
Yeah.
It would normally be based on the caster's DC. So is it a Corinne-based DC, or is it an intern-based DC? Whoever enchanted it.
It's an item-based DC of 15.
Ah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
will make that.
So she got a 22 on her dex.
Okay, then she takes no damage. But Corinne is very startled by this sudden splash of acid.
As she kind of uses her shield to cover, she gets the arrow, but the acid splash doesn't hit.
Extremely fair. And that is Corinne's turn.
Okay. Eliana, you're up.
Okay. Alina, you're real good at wisdom saving throws, aren't you? I'm gonna need you to make one.
Are you saying you need Alina to make one?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's a 24.
Oh! Turns out today she's good at wisdom saving throws.
Today she's gonna.
Okay, so she is not held. And so what we're gonna do, on bonus action, is we're gonna inspire Say.
Okay. Erebus, you're up.
Okay. Um. I guess Erevis is going to try a thing. She's a Drake Warden now, so she has Thaumaturgy as a cantrip, so she's going to cast it. And do voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute and yell, "Alina, stop!" in Celestial.
Ooh, that's fun.
Okay.
I don't know if the thing is going to work, but we're going to try the thing. Because Erebus doesn't want to hurt her either.
She stutters, but then squares up again.
Okay, we tried. So then... That was my action, so then we're going to... I guess... I'm going to use a bonus action to command Sable to... bite, I guess. And then he's gonna do that.
Can you repeat that for me? Sorry, Sam left food on his desk and I was rescuing it because
Okay.
that was a thing that was going to continue to happen.
No worries. I'm going to use my bonus action to command Sable to use his bite attack.
Okay.
And he's going to come back here, roll 20. I have so many windows. Okay. Okay, that's a 12 plus 7 is 19 to hit.
19 does not pierce her armor.
Okay, cool. So then that's, I guess, extremely unsettling, and also my turn.
Okay. Grim, you're up.
What's the dog doing behind Kior? Like, does it look like it's menacing Kior, or does it look like it's
It looks
on
like
Kior's
it's
side?
trying to menace Cure, but it doesn't want to. Like it's torn. I'm not gonna make you roll insight check against the puppy, but it looks like he does not want to bite Cure, but is being ordered to bite Cure.
Okay. Grim is staying well back from this combat fray, to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
At least so far. And would like to attempt to remove the threat from behind. Would like to use Awakened Mind to Galdrick.
Yep.
And I think we'd just like to say, with all the authority that they can muster, shoo, scram, get out.
Okay.
I would love to roll some sort of check.
I'm trying to think.
Preferably a charisma check, but I understand that this may not be the way of it.
Persuasion?
Oh, that would be amazing. 28.
Okay. Galric is torn. We'll see how that plays out.
Delightful. I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Say's turn. She looks very frustrated. I think she's gonna roll a check. Yep. She is going to move in flanking with Cure, pulling out a sword that looks like it's made out of bone or perhaps tooth, with a nasty serrated edge, as well as a dagger. And she is going to strike out at Alina. And fucking miss! Oh wait, advantage, she's flanking. No, that's a hit. And then she's gonna use a combat superiority dice to attempt to make her drop her weapon.
There we go.
And not make it. Looks like she, with her dagger, aimed for a particular spot that might make her arm flex and drop her weapon, but Alina does not seem to be ready to pay attention to that sort of thing yet. Bosun's turn.
Delightful. Bosun had moved forward a ways, so was probably present. Probably in pretty close. But was still invisible. Yeah, had just gone up to look, so it was just is still invisible. Bosun is going to move into range and is going to hold a help action. If someone makes a physical attempt on Alina, be it an attack or a grapple or anything along those lines, Bosun will provide the help action.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Cure, you're up.
Alright, if no one's got any magic to disrupt this, we're going to have to do it the hard way. I also realized that when I made my constitution check before, I didn't factor in my aura of protection bonus, so I would have made that concentration check.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Sounds good.
+3 to anyone within 10 feet of me. But for now, I'm going to give Alina a stern look. Disarm! And I cast command.
Okay.
Fun.
Wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom. Spell save is 15.
Okay. So the spell fails, and you realize something. This is not the Alina that you've been training with recently. This fight feels more like when she was a teenager and still getting control and still had weird powers left over from her time in the City of the Dead.
Oh, bother.
Those powers faded from disuse because she didn't like using them. But it seems like something is fucking with her mind, and she is fully in that space. Which explains why maybe her skills are not lining up with what you would expect from her. And her weaknesses aren't lining up with what you expect from her.
Alright, whatever this is, it is reinforcing her mental defenses. Wonderful. Hit her hard. Who would like some healing?
Corinne will take some healing.
Corinne, you get 9 HP.
What a treat! I love that for me.
And it's Alina's turn.
It's fine.
So she's gonna lay into you with her longsword. Do. Button. Who has the button?
Remember, we can always heal her later.
So 20 to hit.
I'm
hits.
gonna throw a cutting words onto that.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's now an 18. I don't know how much that helps.
On the money.
All right, meets it, beats it. A moment.
That was very close, though.
Okay, and she's gonna throw, or attempt to throw. Okay. So you take 5 points of slashing damage, and you see the glowing divine purple light of the Raven Queen. But you see it fizzle and not work as her divine smite fails against you.
Oh, child, I know this isn't you because you would have known better.
So for her extra attack, it's a natural 20.
All right, you did know better.
It's gonna be 16 points of slashing.
Ow.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that's... Let's see here. As you are pushed 5 feet back with an almost unnatural strength, as she just rams her shield into you, pushing you back 5 feet.
All right. I make my con saves to keep my healing spell up.
Okay. Corinne, you're up.
Fun. I'm gonna find a different shadow to hide in.
Okay.
That's 23
Yeah.
stealth check. And we are going to once again attack with the short bow. 23 hit.
23 definitely hits.
Excellent. She will take, what is that, 26 magic piercing damage and dexterity saving throw, please.
$17.
Then she is not splashed with acid,
Okay.
but she is hurt a little bit.
She's pretty fucked up. It's getting there.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Eliana, you're up.
Alright. Alright. Still got the scroll of the scroll of dispel magic. And, well, it did. It worked when Pyria tried it. Not in scroll form, but in spell form. So Elena is going to get out that scroll of Dispel Magic that she picked up at Bones and Reg's tower. And she's going to attempt to use it to cast to dispel magical effects on Elena. I'm going to throw the text into the Roll20 chat. And so if this is a spell of 4th level or higher, which I'm guessing it probably is, she'll need to make a charisma check.
Oh, I think you're the one who will need to make the charisma check, Rebecca.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's higher level.
All right.
We don't know
Let's
yet.
go. 24.
Oh, shit.
It feels like the power is there, but the method isn't quite right.
All right. Not completely surprising to me, not completely surprising to Aliana either. So she's going to take a couple of sorcery points, and quicken a firebolt cantrip.
Okay.
Okay, that is a dirty 20 to hit and 25 points of damage.
20 hits. She's looking really fucked up. As the spell seems to hit her square. She was not expecting that. Erebus, you're up.
Okay. Alina's mom said hit her hard, so we're gonna do that. All right, but we're gonna do it from range and with our moonbow, which I guess. All right. So longbow attack. +2 because it's the moonbow, so 26 to hit.
26 hits.
And 14 piercing damage with that. Because moonbow.
Okay, so. It's just double checking.
The magical bow of Salune gonna help me out here.
Maybe. Give me a second.
Okay, sweet. Love that.
Gotta roll a thing. Okay, so the the arrow hits her, sinking deep into her shoulder, causing her to drop. As she drops to one knee, falling over, you see black energy kind of spill out from her hand. She raises it, looks at you all. Her eyes still completely black. Before she falls over. Whatever she was doing did not appear to work.
Oh, okay. I get an extra attack. So I guess I'm gonna do that again.
She's
It
unconscious.
feels bad.
She's unconscious.
Oh, she's unconscious. Okay.
The watchword now becomes non-lethal damage.
Okay.
But also, if she's unconscious, I guess that's true.
Okay. Okay. Unconscious as in she has 0 hit points?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's revivify time, I think.
She's
No,
not dead.
she's not
Oh,
dead.
she's not dead yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we heal her, it's not going to get the
You can stabilize her without.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without healing her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can I like bonus action medicine check or something?
I'll allow it, but
Okay.
are you moving?
Or I can use cure wound.
Medicine check would be better for stabilizing without healing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
cure
let's
wounds will
do
restore hit points.
All right, medicine check it is. I am gonna move over closer to her, which is I'm guessing is a bad idea, but Erebus doesn't know that, so. All right, medicine check. Come on. 15?
Yeah, you can. 15 stabilizes.
Whew, okay. All right, so then I will yell to the others. I won't yell because I have thaumaturgy up. I'll end thaumaturgy. She's unconscious but stable.
Okay. We're out of initiative.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have to thank Ramiel for that bow again later.
Check her eyes. They looked black.
Say will
Okay.
actually lean down and check her eyes. They're clear now. Clearly
Okay.
rolled back into her head, but
So we can heal her. It'll be okay.
Let's
maybe.
try something first, just to be sure. I'm going to kneel beside her and do lay on hands for 1 hit point.
Okay. She comes to, kind of opening her eyes a little bit to look at you. Eyes are normal again, gray. I feel like I missed something important.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
Erebus is
thank
gonna use
goodness.
cure wounds at a 3rd level. So.
I'll toss on 19 more.
Jeez, okay.
All right. 3d8 coming Alina's way. Why are windows hard? Okay. Come back here. And then plus my spellcasting modifier, which I believe is 4, is 15 points.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Say is going to pull out a small potion. Put it in her hands. Drink this, please. Alina looks confused, but takes it and drinks it. That's a greater. So Alina looks better.
So what exactly do you remember before waking up here?
So it was a cult. Always a fucking cult.
What was the cult?
It's always a cult. They were fighting.
What was this cult of? What do you remember about what kind it was?
I will tell you. They were, lots of tentacles and sea motifs. Some sort of ocean cult, I assume? I don't know.
Some sort. Carry on.
Carry on. Anyway, they were fighting amongst themselves, talking about misappropriation of resources, something. It sounded like embezzlement to me, but who embezzles from a cult? Anyway, we approached, killer. Mother, you may have drawn some attention to us. Anyway, we were spotted. Everyone started fighting with each other, with us. Mother was teleported to the other side of who the fuck knows where. Ramiel's mind was not his own. He fought while he could, but eventually disappeared into the night. Uriel put up a good fight. think he was also teleported. I don't know. Frightened? It's a little fuzzy.
They're safe.
Good. And then I woke up here. With you all standing over me.
Okay. Cool. It's a cult. We found everybody. What now?
We killed the cult?
Well, sure, but, I suppose we should be doing it stealthily since, the moment you were noticed you got wailed on. I'm so sorry.
It happens a lot.
She looks unoffended. Say is gonna roll a medicine check.
Also, I realized I didn't use the full minute of that healing. Could I just, like, have been pumping that out for the last minute?
Yeah.
So that would have been 8 rounds of 2d6 healing to spread around me.
Okay.
Nice.
That is nice. Grim would confirm the location with her. Is it? Does she remember being at the Lloyd's Respite as well, of the ritual and the cult?
I do, yes.
Alright.
Sorry, I feel like I should be telling more jokes or something. I'm just very tired.
You don't have to.
If you have any, we are open to hearing them.
Something tentacles?
Oh!
Ew.
Eris just starts laughing.
Very, very good.
Say just shakes her head.
Grim's, like, visible moment of realization points a finger at Alina. You need to take off your shoes before you get on dance in my bar.
Deal.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Now?
Correct. Now. Well, I remembered. Before it happens
As-
again.
Okay.
They will
only-
forget.
Only barefoot on the bar. Got it.
Also, do not dance in my bar. The city inspectors will not be forgiving. We can find you somewhere to dance, though. Later. That does not have to happen now.
Right, well, are you up for taking on a cult now, or are you wanting to rest?
Here's the thing, Alina. Alina's a Taldore. I don't know if you're gonna give a straight
Uh,
answer.
As Alina goes, I'm fine. I can take on a cold. Say goes, no, you fucking can't.
Got a straight answer from the other one.
Should we drop her off with the other one?
I guess probably for the best.
They will reach to offer Alina a hand up. If they can get a hand past the wall of Tildores.
Yeah, you can get a hand up.
Glad you're alive.
It'll take a lot to kill me. Again.
Right.
Sorry for shooting you,
Yeah,
even though it was kind of necessary.
it's what's necessary. I don't hold it against you.
I know, but, you know.
Alright, so we can drop you off with Uriel and then find the cult? And try not to get our brains messed with?
Can pass without trace again. That should help us get through.
Alright. We go. begin backtracking towards?
I'm gonna do a quick look between Say and Alina to see how Alina is reacting to this.
Sure. Insight check.
Uh, 14.
She seems to be cautiously excited. There's a lot of people around and a lot of people like in her face currently, so she hasn't had, and Say hasn't been like aggressive about pushing forward. So she's just kind of like, she's clocked it. She's 100% clocked it, but she's not like doing anything right now about it.
All right, let's give us some room, give us some breathing room, and I'll stand and back up. And if is Say still by her side or Say hanging back?
Say's by her side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'll back off a bit.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, totally. And this backs away also.
I assume that we're still moving towards the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corinne's position does not change because we're still walking through a fucking graveyard.
I guess we have to undo our trap and lock. We're by ours, I mean Corinne's.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're by us, we, I mean Corinne.
Cool. Just gonna undo the trap and the lock and head in.
Yeah. It's fine. Uriel, we have a friend.
Cool. So the smoke bomb goes off because you guys didn't announce yourselves at all.
Oh. Well, that was a good one to start with. That was a good one to start with, Uriel. Well done. Hold on the other one, though.
You should have said, I am so sorry. I apologize.
Oh, good instincts. Good instincts.
Can I ask Sable to use his wings to quickly flap the smoke away?
Yeah, he'll flap the smoke away.
Okay.
I
Alina's
forgot Sable was here.
Alina's bent over like she's like laughing and coughing, and Say's like trying to hold her up like, no, don't. This is hilarious. Do not fall. I don't think you can take the damage. Uriel looks so tired.
That's all.
We found Alina.
That's good to hear. I'm once again sorry about the bomb. I didn't know who was there.
No, we didn't announce ourselves. It's fine.
No, and your instincts to start with the smoke one were very good. On multiple levels.
And next time we'll remember that you have a thunder mine and say something before we approach.
Don't make that promise for all of us, Aravis.
I will.
Going to say we will not. I think we shall not replenish the supply of bombs.
No. Your instincts are good. I have confidence that you'll do well with that one.
Honestly, please don't. Bombs are terrifying. Oh.
Alina, would you like a bomb?
I will take his bombs gladly, please.
I was going to say take his from his. That makes me feel safer somehow. Which thought I'm not going to further interrogate because I suspect it will not hold up.
Definitely want me to have the bombs, and not the one who thinks a lot. Yeet. She just grabs Uriel's bomb.
Okay. Well then, I guess we're gonna go smash a cult now.
Yeah, we have easily defensible place for both of you. Keep getting some rest. We'll come back for you.
I can think of no better use of my time right now than smashing a cult.
It's gonna
You
be
really
good.
should think about getting a hobby.
I do. have one. It's
Besides,
smashing cults.
besides that one that does well in less culty times.
I was going to say I would not think there were enough cults for that to be a fulfilling hobby, but that does seem to be a bit different as of late, so...
I was about to say, you would think that. But whenever you put one down, another one wears its ugly head. They're like cockroaches around here.
Yeah, and as we've established, these aren't exactly normal times. There's more stuff that shouldn't normally be happening.
I've heard knitting is very relaxing.
I've been meaning to take up the loot.
Less relaxing.
Thank you all, by the way, for your help in making sure everyone was okay. I greatly appreciate all your assistance.
Yeah, of course.
What else could we do?
I mean, putting aside the fact that the Tal'Dores are Eliana's family now, you all have helped us out more times than I can count, and I've only been with this group for a month. So,
It's been a very busy month.
yeah, it sure has. Yeah, so, obviously. Anyway.
The family is quite good at taking care of those they care about.
You are.
So, shall we go investigate this ritual site?
Yeah, let's do that.
Do it.
Okay. So... Has it been an hour, Heather? Do you think Pass Without Trace is gone now?
Probably at this point.
Okay, so then when we get close, I will cast it again.
Okay.
But we'll maximize the time, and I'll wait until we are about to be with people.
Sure.
And we'll get the hideout retrapped.
Yep.
Mhm.
You see,
Relocked, retrapped, refinagled.
you see Say kind of kneel. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. See, maybe I may have the same thing in mind that I want to see.
No, go ahead.
I think Grim will take out a bit of chalk and would like to write on the door. I think just say hello first.
Yes, incredible.
Okay.
Corinne just kind of
Wait. Can I
Is that what Say
can
was
I
supposed to
see can I see what Grim is doing and then scrub it out and then rewrite it in Celestial?
do? Grim is going to interfere if you try to scrub it out.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking, like, I don't want people who might be attacking them to be able to read it.
Are you explaining that? Are you explaining that to Grim?
I will explain that to Grim.
As they like catch your hand and push you away.
Like, sorry, I was just thinking maybe a more obscure language would remind us, but not other people.
I don't speak whatever that language is.
But I do.
What about Corinne's language?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Grim will scrub it out the motels and will rewrite the equivalent in Thieves' Cant.
Okay, that's great.
Which I thought they knew, but they don't. Oh no, they have rolled to. They don't have it as language. No, they have rolled to interpret occasional symbols.
And Corinne taught us some select phrases.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
A couple of really basic things.
I'm looking at the list right now. Oh yeah, here it is.
Erebus, you can request lessons at your leisure.
Excellent.
Um,
Sounds good.
I think Grim will write traps ahead
Traps ahead.
and then nod satisfied.
Okay.
And we'll offer Erebus the chalk in case she wants to write something else of her own. But
No,
we'll
you're good.
grab her wrist to get it guys to scrub theirs out.
No, I appreciate that. Since seeing that that's there and knowing that you did it will be enough of a reminder for me. Thank you.
Corinne kind of glances at Grim and is like, I'm almost offended, you know. If you weren't actually right.
Really, two. One of them. Well, both of them are yours. Just one of them is in other hands right now.
That's
And I didn't
true.
mean you specifically. That was all of us. I think you did call ahead, but just a bit late, and none of us did it all. So
Yes, you have those impressive reflexes for a individual in very, very bulky armor.
can we go back to the part where I'm right?
We'll see.
They will hip check her lightly as they walk past,
Yeah.
or attempt to, anyway.
She's grinning.
Okay, smashing a cult. Do.
Okay.
Delightful.
As they go, Erevis is going to haul out her notebook again and just scrawl a quick for whenever Ramiel gets that greater restoration. Good to see you. Glad you're safe. Talk after. We're okay. And that's it.
Okay.
He sure is. I mean, if this message even gets through, but that's a time for later.
Eventually, it'll be like when you come back into cell service range. And
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
phone suddenly blows up.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, give me just a moment here. Just switching a couple of things up based on choices
Okay.
that you all made.
We certainly have made some choices.
We sure have.
Yep.
Any number of choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reminded of when I would play Life is Strange and little notes would pop up on screen at points of the story saying this action will have consequences.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Cool.
Cultists will remember this.
I will note that I am approaching the end of my ability to sit upright at the computer, I think.
No worries. Do we want to hold off and do this, the final probable combat next game?
I think so.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if there's
In
like
that
a
case.
cool scene setting description you would like to drop for us to chew on, I would be delighted by that. But yeah, I think probably a whole thing would be a good
Okay.
cliffhanger.
Actually, I'm just going to
Or
say,
if you-
as you
yeah.
all approach the Lord's Respite, you see ominously a large figure waving menacingly, undulating even,
Oh no.
outside of the building. Its movements unnatural and chaotic. And with that, we're going to call it tonight.
That seems fine.
Yeah,
that's
Seems
the
That's
seems
moment.
like
unnerving.
a large
the
Oh,
human
wait,
figure,
wait,
or a
wait,
large
no,
decidedly
hold on.
non-human figure.
Hold on.
Oh, good.
Then Boasting goes, a friend! I found a friend! Friend!
Oh
No,
no! Oh
no.
shit! Oh, that got worse. Amazing.
And on that note, we'll call it.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
Amazing. Oh no!
Amazing.
Well,
Oh,
that's
good.
delightful. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's fun.
What a time.
What a time indeed.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you all.
Thank
what a,
you.
What a,
What a
alarming
session.
sequence of events.
Oh, that's fun.
What
It's
a gift.
totally fine that we're going up against something that could cast a feeble mind.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe because it already cast Feeble Mind, it can't do it again today.
That's probably absolutely what's happening.
I like the thought of that.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Shh,
but
you have not been here for 2 days. No. Time is weird here.
Yeah.